All right, let's do question 4a1 together. So given f of x is equals to 3 over x plus 2 plus 1, what type of a function is this? All right, this is a hyperbola. This is a hyperbola. And then from what we are given here, we can get the equation of the vertical asymptote, okay, and the equation of the horizontal asymptote. So the equation of the vertical asymptote here is going to be x is equals to -1. Remember, if it's positive 2 here on the equation or in the equation, is going to be negative x equal to -2 in what? On the graph, right? But the q1 maintains its sign if it's +1 like here. So it means the horizontal asymptote is going to be y is equals to 1. Okay, right. And then what else? The value of a, or the sign of a here, will give us information about the shape of the graph. So because a is greater than 0, since a is greater than 0, it means that our graph is going to occupy the first quadrant of our Cartesian plane. This is the x and the y there. So it's going to occupy the first quadrant, okay, and the third quadrant. That's how the graph is going to be shaped, since a is greater than 0. Okay, a is the 3 there. Okay, right. Remember, we can generalize and say this equation is in the form f of x is equals to a over x minus p, or even you can put plus here, is fine, and then plus q. Okay, but just know that if is positive q, then on the equation, the vertical asymptote, the equation of the vertical asymptote is going to be x is equals to, if it's positive p, it's going to be x equal to negative p. If it's negative p, it's going to be x equals to p, isn't it? Right. So the p value there changes sign. Okay, right. Now we've talked about the shape and also the equations of the horizontal and the vertical asymptote. So we have those there. Now let me put just these values here before we start. So we have, right, this is the equation of the horizontal asymptote. Y is equals to 1. Y is equals to 1. Okay, right. It's a mark. That's a mark for you there. And then the vertical asymptote, x is equals to -2. Don't lose marks when it comes to this. These are free marks. 2 marks for free. X is equals to -2. Okay, just start with the asymptote, then you're done. And then what we have next, we're going to find the x-intercept. Okay, let's find the x-intercept. Let's do this together. Right, x-intercept, we're saying y is equals to 0. Okay, x-intercept is y is equal to 0, and then because along the x-axis y is equals to 0, so where there's y we put 0. So 0 is equals to 3 over x plus 2 plus 1. We can transpose this one and bring this side, becomes -1 is equals to 3 over x plus 2. Okay, let's set x plus 2 there. Right, and then we can multiply by x plus 2 both sides, or we cross multiply, but we can just do this. -1 times x plus 2 is equal to 3 over x plus 2 times x plus 2. We're multiplying by x plus 2 both sides. To get rid of the denominator, you multiply by it. So we remain with -1 x plus 2 is equals to 3. And then we distribute our -1 there. -1 times x is -x. -1 times +2 is -2 is equals to 3. And then we transpose the 2, becomes 3 plus 2 here, -x is equals to 5. Then divide by -1 both sides, x is equals to -5. So that is our x-intercept there. Okay, right, we have the shape, we have the asymptotes, we have the x-intercept. What is left? We're left with the y-intercept. Y-intercept, just know that the y-intercept, x is equals to x is equal to 0. Okay, along the y-axis, x is equal to 0. So where there's x, we put 0. So y, remember f of x is our y, 3 over 0 plus 2 plus 1. Right, so y is equals to 3 over 2 is 1.5, 1,5. So 1,5 plus 1 is going to be 2,5. So our y-intercept will be 2,5 there, meaning that if you want to write all the coordinates for the y-intercept, they become 0 and then 2,5, and then for the x, they become -5 and 0. Okay, right, and then we just sketch our graph. And then this is our graph f, and then we can get all the marks we need here. Okay, so that's what we're supposed to do here for our 5 marks. Right, where are the marks coming from? From the shape, 1, from the asymptotes, okay, this it means 3 because there are 2 asymptotes, and then the x and y intercept. Those are the 5 marks. That's where the 5 marks are coming from. Okay, right. So we're going to do question 4A2 in the next video.